It's the end of October 2022, and I'm sure you've seen that interest rates have gone up again. Things are getting pretty tough out there for a lot of people, and I wanted to give you some of the actual numbers. Now, you might have a fixed mortgage, so this doesn't bother you, but if you have a variable mortgage, things might be starting to hurt. There's a bit of a squeeze going on. So let me give you the actual numbers. In the spring of 2022, the prime rate was at 2.45%. That was March of 2022. Fast forward October, and now the prime rate is at 5.95%. So if you have a variable mortgage, your monthly payment has gone up substantially. Here's the real numbers. For every 0.5% that the interest rate goes up, your monthly payment will go up by about $30 per 100,000. So if you've got an $800,000 mortgage on a variable and the prime rate goes up by 0.5 point, your mortgage is going to go up by $30 times 800,000 for a total of $240 a month. The typical mortgage that I see with my clients is about $800,000. So let's look at what would happen if you had an $800,000 mortgage on a variable rate. So your mortgage would have been at prime minus 0.8% or 1.65%. On a 30-year amortization, that would mean your monthly payment would be about $2,817. Today, with a prime rate of 5.95% minus 0.8% for your discount, your monthly payment would be $4,438. That's a difference monthly of $1,621. If you have a fixed rate mortgage and you got that in 2020, 2021, you've still got a couple years. You probably have a 5-year term and you don't have much to worry about. But the overall economy is going to feel the effects of these interest rate hikes, so you might want to be a little concerned about what this means for the value of your home and your payments in 2 or 3 years when your mortgage comes for renewal. It's widely expected that interest rates are going to go up at least one more time this year, probably by 1/4 or 1/2 point. I was surprised that the Bank of Canada only brought the interest rate up by 1/2 point this week. I thought they were going to go up 3/4 of a point. A lot of other people did as well. This is a clear signal from the bank that perhaps they're doing a bit of an overcorrection and they're pulling back a little bit. Let me leave you with 3 thoughts today. The first is that if you have a variable rate mortgage and the rate has gone up and you're kicking yourself about how much your payment is now, don't beat yourself up about what you feel might be a bad decision. Over the long run, the variable rate has historically proven to be the better decision if you are getting a mortgage. Now that said, you might be struggling through some of those payments. My second thought is that Tiff Macklem lied to you. Listen to this.
If you've got a mortgage or if you're considering to make a major purchase or you're a business and you're considering making an investment, you can be confident that interest rates will be low for a long time.
He said that in July of 2020, which wasn't that long ago. He said you could make these choices and interest rates wouldn't go up for a long time. Apparently 2.5 years is a long time. But there's new information, things have changed, your rates are higher. The third thought I want to leave you with today is a little bit of hope. I think the Bank of Canada might be overcorrecting on mortgage rates. Just as I think the Bank of Canada and the government overreacted to COVID in terms of the amount of spending and economic injection that they made, I think they might be overreacting at the speed with which they're increasing interest rates. We've already seen the impact hit the housing market, and prices have come down almost exactly to the amount that affordability has come down as a result of those interest rate changes. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw interest rates drop again in the spring. I've been in real estate for over 16 years now, and pretty much every spring there's an interest rate war among the banks to try and get your business to come back into the housing market. So I think in the spring, we'll see maybe a pullback or certainly a tempering. And we already saw that this week when the Bank of Canada announced their rate hike, lower than was widely expected and anticipating that we're heading into a recession in the spring of 2023. So it's going to be tough times ahead for home sellers. It's going to be opportunities for buyers with some lower prices, but those buyers are going to pay some higher fees to get those homes. And eventually this will all shake out and we'll get back to normal. If you like this content, be sure to like, click, subscribe, and send it to your friends.